When discussing what some of the most sought-after guitar overdrive pedals would be, at the top of that list is oftentimes the Klon Centaur. Now, this pedal has not been available as a new pedal for quite a number of years, and the secondhand market prices are quite ridiculous when you start searching around for it. So, as it always happens in that situation, many clones are spawned and the market gets flooded with them. Well, a few days ago, I received one of the latest offerings from the fine folks over at Warm Audio, and that is their take on the Klon Centaur. And this is called the Warm Audio Centavo. I'm no stranger to Warm Audio equipment. I have a Warm Audio WA273 mic pre and EQ, which is a take on an old Neve style mic preamplifier. I have a pair of WA76 limiting amplifiers, which is their 1176 style. I have some microphones by them. I've never been disappointed in what they do. So the question is, could this possibly be the finest Klon clone that's ever been released? Well, today we're going to find out. Let's dive right in and take a look and listen to what this new pedal has to offer. So first and foremost, what I'm running through today over here is my Rev Generator 100R amplifier. I have it on channel 1. The EQ is fairly flat. I'll let you hear what the dry sound of that is in just a moment. I'm taking the direct out of that with its built-in torpedo remote from the fine folks over at Two Notes, who make just amazing products. And I have that triggering one of their Dyne IRs, which is an IR based off of the Rev 212 cabinet with vintage 30s, which is the same cabinet that I have here in the studio. It's the only reason I chose it. I have a bunch of Dyne IRs from the folks at Two Notes, and they're all really, really great, depending on what you're looking for. They have pretty much choices for anything you could possibly want. So if we take a listen to just my dry signal, I'm playing my Vigier GV Wood Hollow with amber pickups. And this is on the bridge position. This is what this tone sounds like without the Warm Audio Centavo engaged. So just a very basic, clean tone. Now, what we do have over here on the other camera, I have the Warm Audio Centavo. We obviously have our on and off switch here. We have our gain control, our treble control, and our output control, much like the original Klon. There is also a mod switch on the back, right back here. You can't even see me pointing to it as it's off camera a little bit. But if we engage that, it just kind of gives an extended low frequency response. If we have maybe a thinner sound and we want to give the bottom a little more punch, we'll take a listen to all of these different features as we go on though. So here again is my clean sound I'm starting off with. All right, so let's engage this with a fairly low gain setting. Treble is up here, these little chicken head style knobs. You can see the little point here. You probably can't see it on camera, but it's up right straight at 12 o'clock in the 5 position. Output is up a little bit higher to balance off the fact the gain is low. So it's just at these settings waking the front of that amp up a little bit. Let's see what that treble control does at just these fairly subtle settings. Let's bring that all the way down. We'll go to some extremes, down to 0. We'll go all the way up to 10. Obviously not overly usable with this guitar in this particular situation when it's up at 10, but you can see that this treble control can really be used as a nice tone shaping device to just shape the tone of whatever amp we're playing on. If I bring that treble up to maybe around 6. Nice stuff. All right, let's see what else this has on tap. So let's bring that gain up to let's say noon. We'll keep treble at noon. We'll bring the output back just to compensate for the gain coming up. Again, there's our starting point. Very nice stuff. I'm really digging what this is doing. At this, let's bring the treble down a little bit. Obviously muddies it up a bit. Would obviously be good maybe with single coils to be able to dial that back a bit, or with an excessively bright guitar. Crank that all the way up, or almost all the way up. I'm never really expecting that full-on treble sound to be exactly what I would want. Okay, let's go up gain to around 3 o'clock, and we'll bring that output back. Treble up slightly. Come up over here on our neck pickup. Maybe there we can bring a little more of that treble in. Back to the bridge pickup. Bring that treble back halfway. Let's go all the way up with the gain, see what happens here. Bring that output back just a little bit. Really digging that kind of creamy mid-range on that. Bring that treble back. It's probably going to get really dark here. Go the opposite way. So you can really see we can use that treble control to compensate for any darkness we don't want. Maybe let it cut more. Or we can use it to compensate for an overly bright tone. But tons of usable tones trapped in this little box. Now what about this mod switch on the back? Let's stay here. We'll keep our treble right up here around 5. Maybe actually we'll bring it up around 6. We'll engage the mod. Mod off. Back on. back off again. So a nice extra feature to have on there if we want to get a little bit more of that low frequency extension. Let's check to see how this works with some single coil pickups. I'm using my Vigier Expert guitar. We'll put that mod on. Bring that gain back to about 5. Neck pickup. And lastly, for good measure, let's try a nice old Telly style guitar, the Sir Classic T. It's on the bridge pickup. Go all out with this on the gain. That's with the mod switch on. We'll take it off. See, that mod switch works really nicely with the single coil equipped guitars. So what did you guys think? I'm really blown away by this pedal. I'm really happy to have it in my collection. I can really see it for multiple uses. There's a million great tones trapped within it. We could also use it just to kind of wake up an already driven amp and use it as a tone shaping device and add just a little more grit. Or we can just use it in front of a totally clean amp, hit that amp however we want, either just wake it up with low gain or as an all-out overdrive pedal. And I don't think anybody getting this will be disappointed. The build quality is excellent. I've had no issues. Mind you, I've only had it for a very short period of time, but I'm loving it so far, and I think it's a great addition. So if you're into this style of pedal, this may be a really good way to look if you're looking for something that's going to be very true to the original. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please like the video, share it with anybody who you think would get some use or enjoyment out of watching it. And also please subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell notification to get notified when I put new content out. I will be back really soon with some more. Thank you guys again so much for sharing your time with me. Ciao for now.